Well, we certainly made a lot of progress here in heaven last time, and our builders definitely have enough work to be getting on with. So let's head straight over to hell and see if we can make the same good progress over there. Yes, it's another hell episode where nothing's going to get done and everyone's going to die. So let's get started. We have a builder in upgrading our guard tower at the moment, and everything on the list here is pretty simple, and I'm pretty sure that our delivery system can handle it for them. And our other builder is upgrading a graveyard to tier 2, which they've not really started that yet. So Casey, just before I head over to find out why, what do you need? You are wanting some polished blackstone pressure plates at the moment. That is fine, I can see that on our request system here, which means no build knows how to make it, which is probably because we required the mechanics hut up and running in order for them to make that. And I can see that our mechanics hut here has not progressed whatsoever, so we will need to get this up and done here today. But I've seen that our other builder has at least now picked up the job order for the graveyard, so we will just await and see what he's going to require for it. Well, as I wait on them requesting some items, I'm just going to take the time here to see how many couriers that we have within our warehouse, which we only have 3 couriers at the moment, so I will need to check and see if that is because we don't have any more courier huts up, or if we don't have enough people alive to be couriers in. We only have 3 courier huts at the moment, of which all of the positions have been filled. So I can place in another 3 courier huts, and that will help our delivery system a little bit. But I've also seen that our number of citizens have dropped pretty dramatically. So we'll also need to put in a lot more housing just so that we can get some more kids up. And I wonder if we can get the hamlet research here as well, just to increase our overall citizen cap by that 50. Which we won't be able to get actually, because our university is only at tier 2. So we need our university up at tier 3 at least, because that's the only way that we can then go for the hamlet research, just so that we can increase our maximum citizen cap. And holy crap, there's a lot of animals kicking about here today. Holy crap, actually. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening down here in our agricultural district, but the animals have definitely been breeding out a bit here. This is a bit ridiculous actually. Okay, so the plan for today then is to put down a few more builders' huts, so that then we have at least 5 builders in total here in hell, just similar to heaven. We'll also place in another 3 courier huts, and then that will bring us up to 6 couriers working within this warehouse. And we'll try upgrade our university to tier 3 as well, just so then we can start getting some of these new researchers within it. And that all sounds like a good idea to me, so let's go find these new buildings a home. We'll set one of the builders' huts pretty close to our university, and that can deal with the builds that we have just around here. We'll place another one of the builders' huts here in our agricultural district, and that can take care of all of our upgrades and builds around here. And yes, the animals are getting a bit out of control. This is bloody mental down here. And finally, we will place down the last builder's hut here in our industry district, which will take care of all of the buildings that we have around here. Plus, it's nice and quiet here, so we'll maybe start off with this one. And before we find a home for our delivery huts, I think I better come and maybe sort out this lava that we've got here, which should be fairly simple to sort actually. Well, while we're here, we'll place down one of our courier huts, and we have a bit of space beside our graveyard district, so I think we will place down a courier's hut here, and our third and final courier's hut just underneath our university in this little space here. So that is grand, that is a lot of new builds put down for us. I just wonder if we have the workforce in to actually help us out with them. Which the answer may be a no at the moment. We have lost even more citizens within that time. So as well as upgrading our university to tier 3, I think we need to upgrade all of our housing to tier 3 as well, just so that we can support a few more villagers. So all of our housing now up to tier 3 as well, and our builders are definitely going to have a lot to do today. We do have a few items on our open requests which I'll need to sort out for them. Things like the crimson signs would have been done by our sawmill operator, but they are dead, so I will need to do that for them. So it looks as if our builders aren't the only ones who are going to have a bit of work ahead of them today. And I can see that Hell is also going to have its own stock issues at some point. They have a lot of garbage in here as well that we'll need to take care of. Our hospital is shouting about some kelp and some dandelions that they need, which does then bring me on to the fact that I don't think Hell has its own florist built yet. And I believe that in order to make a florist, we will need our plantation up and built, which they have made a start on it here, and haven't gotten too far thanks to this nice obsidian that they have made, because they are a bunch of bloody idiots down here. So I now need to spend a lot of time fixing their mess here, just so that they can get the plantation up, just so then we can get our florist up. Which eventually will then mean that we can get up our dyer here in Hell as well. The things that I need to do for these idiots around here, and do they appreciate it? Do they hell? And a very short while later, some of our kids have grown into adults, and they have then taken up some of these new positions that we have available. There is 0 point of me trying to remember any of our builders' names, but Rylan is doing her graveyard at the moment and is nearly upgraded it. Cassie is upgrading a delivery man to tier 3 for us at the moment. Callie is a new builder for us and they are making their hut up, as is Leona, as well as Saria. So, those are 5 builder names that will definitely be different before this episode ends, but let's go help them out with all of their new builds. I think I can see Saria out here at the moment, and good luck to them with this build. This is going to take them a hell of a long time to dig out, especially whenever they're requesting some tools to be made for them. I'm not really sure if we have any citizens who can actually do that for you guys at the moment. Well, at least that's Rylan now finished our graveyard at tier 2, so we can now store a few more dead corpses down here, which the builder Callie can be the first new body into them. Why is it every time we try get something done in any of our colony, always bloody raids? Do they think I don't have enough to deal with here? Well, the raid's nearly done, and I really don't know where they're coming from, but pretty much they've been taken out by the environment. And also Saria, our builder, fell into lava. So let's just get straight back to work. The raid is now finally over, and it was super fun, but at least that's everyone now back to work. Leona is now out here constructing her hut, which is grand, and I've seen that Rylan has picked up her university at tier 3 finally, which is a tier 3 build, and it's a fairly substantial build, so there are a lot of items that are going to go towards this, which we will deal with just whenever we get them inside our open requests here, like the glowstone. Although I will assist with that maybe after Leona has made a bit more progress here. The 3 glowstones here can actually be made by our mechanics hut, so what I think I will do is after Leona finishes off her tier 1 build here, is head over to our industry district and then make a start on our mechanics hut. And although I just said all of that, I have some glowstone pretty close to me, so I'll just mine up some of this for the moment, but I still think we'll get her making up the mechanics hut. Well, I took a chance on going to the other builders to supply them with some more items for their builds, and Leona was left alone for that time, but she's not dead and she has made some progress here, so that's pleasing, pal. But of course, the second that I have left the other 2, they're now starting to request a lot more items. Polished granite and diorite can be taught to our stonemason, that's fine. The jack-o'-lantern will be another mechanic build, and the stained glass will be from our glass blower. Huh. I wonder if I could get you making that build up as well here. Unless we have any other builders up who can do that whilst you're doing the mechanic for us. Which the answer is probably no, seeing as our other 2 builds do not have any builders within them. That was really nice of you there, Gast. It's the only good thing about building in Hell actually, that their builds are usually pretty simple and pretty quick to make. So after Leona puts in some torches here, we will at least have up another tier 1 builder. Which, that is done, so good job Leona, but now that you do have this build up, I'm getting you to come over to do our mechanics hut. Or you can start work on the plantation. Well, that would have been a difficult choice to make if I only had up the one new builder, but just down here in our industry district, we do have up another new builder with Helena there, making up her own builder's hut at the moment. And seeing as she is technically closer, I may get her making up our mechanics hut here instead. Well, in the meantime then, I should probably get these things that Rylan is asking for. Right, here you go then Rylan, you take all of your stained glass and your jack-o'-lantern as well and get out and upgrade that university. And it was actually Casey who wanted the jack-o'-lantern, so I will have that back, thank you very much. So you take that jack-o'-lantern and get on with whatever build that you're getting on with at the moment, which is our delivery man. That's absolutely fine. I am really hoping that you're not going to have too much issue here, Leona, especially because I just did all of the difficult work by removing the obsidian there, and all you have to do is just place down the netherrack and build it up from there, and just not fall into lava, if possible. I really hate this place. Why did anyone think this was a good idea? Well, I just missed it, but I seen that Casey had just finished upgrading our deliveryman hut here to tier 3, which means that our couriers within it can now take an additional stack of items away. So that's nice. That is our delivery system being upgraded a bit. She is now away upgrading a citizen's hut for us, which is also grand because that's going to allow us to increase our population a bit. I believe I just seen a message up here saying that yes, our builder doing the builder's hut here had just died, so one of our graveyard keepers are now coming around to dig that up and take that away to the graveyard district. But I can't remember their name, so no real loss there really. You chaps are definitely being relentless here today. I really would prefer you wouldn't, because you definitely are being rather relentless. We have another new builder trying to construct the building hut here in our industry district, and at least they have made some progress towards it. They have everything that they require for it and are nearly 80% done, so they will have this up and running very, very shortly. And then I will have a decision to make. Will I get you constructing our glassblower's hut? Or will you come over and do our stone smeltery hut? Or will you complete the mechanics hut? I'm not quite sure which one I'll get you to do yet, but hopefully, please, by the way, I'm really being serious, please stay alive long enough to actually make another building here. I want some progress done here today. And another builder doing something has just died from being on fire. Tremendous. But that's another builder's hut now complete for us, so well done Marley. Now, what build are you picking up next? You've started work on Guard Tower 1. No. No, you have not. We will try that all over again, Marley. Now pick up a more sensible build, otherwise I will make a choice for you. Too late. I have decided that you're going to make our mechanics hut here for us, Marley, so good luck with that. Of course you want glass panes now, Rylan, of course you do. Once I select the non-glass blowing hut to be constructed next, of course you do. Right then Rylan, you take those very quickly and continue building up our university. Good job. I need to rush back and ensure that the next death isn't going to be our new builder here doing our mechanics hut. And let's just assist here so that they can get this building up ASAP just before a mob does kill them.
What did I just say?
I swear at times that I'm the only one that actually does any work in this bloody colony. I wonder if we've made any progress on the builder's hut in our agricultural district. Oh, we have actually. Okay, well done, Ilya. Interesting name that you have there, chap. And these stairs going down into lava is also pretty interesting. Do you not maybe want to, get rid of this lava before continuing to build down? No? You're the builder. I can see that some progress has been made here with our plantation, but not too much, seeing as we do have a grave down there. Rylan has certainly been very busy with her university and has made a lot of good progress with it. Inside is starting to feel a bit more claustrophobic, I'm not going to lie about that, but at least it's not going to allow any animals or nasties inside of it. That's because all of the animals have been trapped inside the military room at the moment. Okay, we're going to militarize some cows, I think. We do seem to have a builder for this hut here then, so we have Bryn, I believe, and what are they getting up to? They're making our plantation for us. That's perfect. As well as Elia just completing off their builder's hut. And I think I'll get Elia then to come out here to our graveyard district. That is a nice tier 2 graveyard for us. And that's a shame that Bryn has just died. At least he has a graveyard to come to. But we will get Elia then upgrading our delivery man hut here. At least to tier 1. Rylan is looking for 22 bookshelves for his upgrade at the moment, which is 66 books. So what a shame that we don't yet have that plantation up and working for us, because they could certainly supply the paper for the books. So in the meantime, we'll just get Heaven firing over some paper to them. And I need to gather up a few pieces of grass as well as some flowers, because I've seen that our university will require a few of these items as well. So you take all of these in, Rylan, and then just request any of these other things that you'll require. Here comes our paper now, so we have some leather in the warehouse and I can make them up some books. And then with the books, I can bring them here to our sawmill operator, so you take all of those and go make our bookshelves for us. He will require brown floating carpet at some point, and that is a Fletcher's hut item that they can learn. So Melanie here, if she can get into her hut away from all of the bloody animals, they should be able to learn this recipe for us. Brown floating carpet, a building tool, brown carpet and some string. So take that, and yes, that's him learned that recipe. I'm also going to get crushed to death in here. Although our Fletcher will also need to know how to make some brown carpets themselves, so there's a recipe for that too. And he's now asking for some orange banners as well, and will eventually ask for some leather items here as well, which are all things that can be made by our Fletcher's hut. So that's how you make the orange banners, and you may as well learn how to make all of these leather items as well. Once we get up the plantation, so then we can unlock our florist build and then upgrade it, we can finally get a dyer, and then all of these kind of dyed items will no longer be an issue here. But until we do, I unfortunately have to go make those orange pieces for them. I would love to say that Elia is making tremendous progress with our delivery hut here, but he's really not. Nor are we making much progress with our mechanic's hut, but at least this area is now cleared and prepared for them. But at least we're making progress with some of our tier 3 builds. This is a new tier 3 citizens house, which once again will just aid in our population. We may eventually even make some progress with our plantation build, but somehow I kind of doubt that. But the university is coming along a treat here, or at least it was coming along a treat, just until our builder Rylan was killed to a mob. So I'm thinking on this incredibly positive note, we'll end things here. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of MineColonies Heaven and Hell, and until next time, bye for now everyone, bye bye.